You know, there's a specific kind of headache that only comes from staring at an ECU and wondering if you're about to turn it into a very expensive paperweight. It's that moment when you've got the software loaded, the cables are connected, and you're one click away from finding out if your tool actually supports the protocol or if you just wasted an afternoon. I was going through some forum posts the other day, and I came across a question that perfectly captures that anxiety. Someone was asking about a 2023 Fiat Ducato with the Delphi DCM7.1A ECU, specifically if they could read it with a flex tool via the OBD port. And the answers, as they often are with modern vehicles, were a complicated mix of hope, hearsay, and hard truths. Welcome back to Baabji Motors. Today, we're diving deep into that very question, but we're not just going to give you a list of tools. We're going to walk through the logic of why this particular ECU is such a challenge, what your real-world options are, and the one major roadblock that might make all of this a moot point. Before we get into the nuts and bolts, a quick but important reminder. Everything we discuss here is for educational purposes, aimed at helping technicians and enthusiasts understand these complex systems. Always follow manufacturer guidelines and local regulations when working on any vehicle. So, here's the core of the issue. That 2023 Fiat Ducato, especially the ones with the 2.2 Multijet diesel, is running a Delphi DCM7.1A ECU. This is a direct result of the Stellantis merger. The old Magneti Marelli units are gone, replaced by this PSA-sourced Delphi system with its TC297 processor. People want to read it for tuning, for EGR or AdBlue deletions, or for cloning in a repair scenario. The initial question was about using Flex via OBD, and the straightforward answer is that for this specific application, you're very likely going to hit a wall with a simple OBD connection. Many users report getting ECU not supported errors on the Fiat versions, even though the same ECU family on Peugeot or Citroën models might be more accessible. Stick with me until the end, because we're going to clarify exactly where that 2023 model stands and what, if anything, you can actually do. Now, let's break down the tools that are frequently mentioned in the same breath as the DCM7.1A. Names like Alien Tech KSSV3 and KDD come up, but the key detail is that they typically require a boot mode read, which means opening the ECU and working on the bench. It's not an OBD job. AutoTuner is another heavy hitter with explicit support for the DCM7.1A, again, usually in boot mode. Magic Motorsports Flex, which the original poster asked about, does have a boot mode that works, but its OBD success stories are far more common on the PSA applications. Then you have the more budget-friendly community favorites like the KT200 and its newer iterations. These tools absolutely support boot mode reads and writes for these Delphi units, and they handle checksums, which is a huge plus for tuners. But, and this is a massive, but you're almost always looking at a bench operation. There's also the OBSTAR DC706, which is known for its bench mode support across the Delphi DCM7.X series. It's been used successfully on similar ECUs, so it's in the conversation. But here at Baabji Motors, we have to look at the complete picture, and that brings us to the potential deal breaker. The information out there suggests that after August 2021, the DCM7.1A ECUs rolling out in these new Fiats have a new 32-bit security layer. If that's accurate, it means there is currently no reliable read or write option for these latest generation units, regardless of the tool you're holding. So that 2023 model might be a hard stop for now. So, to directly answer the question we posed at the beginning, can you read a 2023 Fiat Ducato Delphi DCM7.1A with Flex via OBD? The most accurate answer is almost certainly no. For the ones made before that late 2021 security update, you're looking at a bench job with a tool like KDG, KSSV3, or AutoTuner. For the newer ones, you might be out of luck entirely until tool developers catch up. And honestly, that's my personal takeaway here. We're in an era where manufacturers are locking down ECUs tighter than ever, and the aftermarket is constantly playing catch-up. It's a cat-and-mouse game that costs time, money, and sometimes a fried ECU. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this. Have you had any luck with a late-model Ducato? Did you find a tool that managed to crack that newer security, or did you have to send the ECU off to a specialist? Drop your experiences in the comments. Here's a practical tip if you're facing one of these. Before you even connect a tool, pop the cover off that ECU and check the date codes on the main processor. Sometimes a hardware revision tells you more than the model year of the van. It can save you from hours of frustration trying to communicate with a unit that's locked up tighter than a drum. If this deep dive saved you from potential headache, or at least made you feel better about your own struggles with modern diagnostics, go ahead and hit that like button. We're trying to push this one to 1,000 likes. And I genuinely love to get to 100 comments with your stories and questions. A lot of you are watching, but only a small percentage are actually subscribed to Baabji Motors. If you find value in these in-depth looks at the tools and challenges we face in the workshop, hitting that subscribe button really helps the channel grow. It lets YouTube know that this kind of detailed content matters, helping us reach #1 for technicians who want more than just surface-level answers. These videos take a ton of research and bench time to put together, and your support through likes, shares, and subscriptions is what keeps that effort going. Thanks for sticking with me. Until next time, keep your probes connected and your soldering iron hot. Happy diagnosing.